What's up, people? The shit is going down. Fuck, man. We got round 5 of Chalons coming up in 2 hours from now. Yeah, 2 hours on the dot. I'm nervous, guys. There's a lot on the line. Alright, so Battle of Chalons. Let's look at the numbers real quick for people that haven't seen recently stuff. So one aspect of this that I want to talk about is, like, I'm nervous already. My palms started getting sweaty hours ago. Battlefield's in for another 2 hours. So one thing about this is we're the weakest powered team. You know, our alliance is the weakest powered. So these well, I don't know if I want to talk about that. One of these teams might watch this video before Battlefields. But let's look at our rank's 32. So we are in the second group of 16, just barely 17 to 32, right? But what it is the reason why I'm so nervous. Okay, this is what I want to look at here. Is because obviously I get a significant amount of my team's score. So between these, so 234,000. So between these three, that's 164, 192, 218, 229, 233. Okay, so I'm doing the equivalent power of, or the equivalent points of rank 2 to rank 8 on my team. You can see we have a lot of guys, and this is after 4 rounds, their total points, right? Or no. Hold on a second. No, I'm 234,000. Yeah, these guys are only like 3,000. Like, they're not even hitting the 1,800 points to get, and we don't have 25 people. They're not even hitting the 1,800 points per round to max their rewards. Like 4 rounds, that guy's not hitting it. So we only have 7 people that are hitting at least the 1,800 points per round, just for the regular Battle of Chalons round rewards. So obviously this heavily relies on me to get a lot of good power exchanges in our favor. We are facing, I know who this team is. So I know who the rank 1 through 16 team is. They are this team. They are the rank 4 team. So someone that watches my YouTubes contacted me, told me a little bit about them, you know, shared their location, said that they were, you know, very fast at rallying, which is going to be a problem for my team, maybe a problem for myself. They have 3 K41s and 2 K40s. So we have a guy on our team that just made K40 yesterday, and I'm K41. And then we have like 3 K39s. But there's a big difference between, you know, K40 with all your troops unlocked and K39 or just barely turning K40. So these guys have 3 K41s. And I don't know if their other K40s are super strong. None of them's like high billions of power. I think the highest I saw was 12 billion. But I talk about the whole strategy we're going to use. If not for, you know, they have the Discord channels and they have these Excel sheets and Google share documents where you can identify who all these teams are. One of them might check out my YouTube. If I talk about the strategy we're going to use, our goal is to come in second. Like, we ain't going to come in first. There's no way we're going to come in first. So Yeah, what else do I want to talk about? There's some things on my mind, but again, these three teams or one of them might watch this video, so I can't talk about those things. I can make a part 2 video after the battlefields. I'm not going to record during the battlefields because I have to not make any mistakes. I make mistakes when I'm recording a video, or I misspeak. I misspeak pretty often. It kind of gets kind of irritating sometimes. All right, so right now all I got is I got a battlefield prep document written up, and just things I'm gonna check. I feel a little nervous. I feel a little, I ain't calm, cool, and collected. I gotta have a list. I gotta have a list up that I check and I verify before the battle starts. Gonna make sure I got my monarch talent, the right culture, my wall general in. We had round 3 of Chalons the other day, and I had Shajar on my wall the whole time. Or round 4 of Chalons. It was an easy battle for us, but I never realized until the entire battle was over. I had Shajar on my wall as assistant the whole time. Gotta make sure I turn on my dragon talents. Gotta have my buffs and mark size. You get those 30% buffs every so infrequently. I can't even recall where you get them from, but I've got some 30% buffs, so I'm gonna use these ones. Look at that, I get 3,000 of the 20% ones, but I virtually never use them. I've used the 30% buffs in one of the other previous rounds of Chalons. I only get 26 of those, but the 1 hour ones are nice. You use one 5 minutes before the battlefield starts or something like that. Then I set a timer on my cell phone, use another one an hour later, and then in the last 5 or 10 minutes of the round, I'll use 3 of the 10-minute ones. Like if I have more troops available that I haven't killed off yet, and I healed some during the battlefields, I'll use some 10-minute buffs. So it's okay to use those 1 hour ones early. Other than the mark size, I guess I'm going to end up using 3 mark size buffs probably. So I built other things I did for preparing. I built like 900 mil power of troops between yesterday and today. I built a bunch of, I'm weak against ranged troop attack. So I built a bunch of ground, mostly tier 13 ground, and I increased all my layers to at least 3 million. They were only at 1 or 2 million. And then today I built a bunch of some T14, but a bunch of T13, T12, T11 archers, and then I raised all my layers were at 1 million. I made them all 2 million, just over 2 million. I've got the Eternal Castle. These are worth getting from the Dragons battle. Like, you can select some rewards, which is a small amount of resources, or you can select the Eternal Castle. It's probably actually like the best castle for battlefields. So I have that on right now. Because it's got all troops, attack, defense, and hit points. Like the only thing better would be a mark size castle, but I missed that all stars. I'll never have that. So yeah, you get all troops, attack, defense, and hit points. So that's 6% times 4 is 24%, but both ways. So 48%, and then that would be 72%, 72%. So 144 plus 48, 192% total buff, pretty good. And then, it's hard to debuff enemy, ranged troop and siege machine hit points. So that's nice. So I'll be rocking this castle the entire time. Even though I do have 3 of the rank 2 spending competition castles, I feel like the Eternal Castle is better than any of them because it will work if I'm getting rallied. It will work when I send in reinforcements. It will work for all my layers and all my different attacks. I feel like it's pretty good. I could have claimed. Well, the thing about this is you can't claim it and save it because it doesn't put it in your inventory. It activates it as soon as you select it as. Oh yeah. Oh no. You can, if you have the reward box with the option. Yeah, you can save that box. Because you can select the Eternal City or the other option, but as soon as you select the Eternal City, it uses it and it doesn't put it in your inventory. That's what I wanted to say. So that's what I should have done. That's what I'll do next time if I ever get another one of those from Dragon's Battle. I didn't figure out exactly how that worked till recently. But I feel like it's a pretty good castle. Those guys from All Stars, they have what, the 25% march size capacity castle? That's probably better. I just from this event, like I like the idea of having one castle that works for all troops, and I don't ever have to try to swap castles. So this event from the regular packages currency, I got the Titan Temple. I think this is a small. Is this a small castle or a big castle? Oh no, it's a big castle. I might when I don't have the Eternal Castle anymore for other battlefields, I feel like I'm going to use the Titan Temple every time just because it has the march size. I feel like that's strong. That's good. And I don't have to think about trying to swap castles for my swap to my Athos castle for a ranged attack and then swap to my whatever the Napoleon Castle for a mounted attack, or swap to the Mystic Mirage Castle for the siege machine attack. I mean, in reality, you're just not going to do that. I like a castle that's a joker of all trades, if you will, useful for all attacks. I like that. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's it. I don't think I changed much anything else. I'm I thought about it. I thought about buying some more packs because I'm so close to get the next rank of this. You get at level 18, you get the last in-city defense, and it's in-city troop defense 24%. So that's 96% buff to your in-city, right? I'm just like one pack away from hitting level 18, but I'm not going to do it. I wanted to obtain that Titan Castle. So I just did, I wanted to hit cake level 8 so I could get the Forge Officer's Robe, which is what I ended up doing. And I had to do one package purchase past that to have enough currency to get the Titan Castle. So yeah, 2,500 currency. Well, you get 3 triple downs now, right? So that's 11 packs. Yeah, it's 11 packs. Will put you at 2,200. But then if 3 of them are triple, it gives you the castle, because then you get 300 more. So it was 11 packs, and it's 11 packs to do cake level 8. So I did 11 packs, but I did some other packs like the shopping spree stuff, and then I ended up spending a little bit more than 11 total packages this event. But that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. That's my level of spending is basically I do the Solace Wishing Pool. That's 5 packs to do the Solace Wishing Pool. I do the Solace Wishing Pool, but if there is a new duty officer's equipment at level 8, I do 11 packs. And then on the big events that happen 1 every 3 months, that's when I'm going to do the cake. So that's going to be I can maintain that amount of spending. That's still a lot because they do one of the duty officer pieces of equipment like every other event. These last two, it was back to back. Usually in Cake 8, it gives you like the military one where you can select one, or the interior, I think is the name of the other one. So I'd do solo squishing pool one event, and then I would do 11 packs the next event for Cake Level 8. But they had two of them back to back. I had to do 2 Cake Level 8s back to back. And they still have, like, there's still, like, a lot of duty officers that don't have equipment yet, right? Like, I have every single piece of duty officer equipment. Okay, so in the top in green means they're in a building, right? So I have all these, but there's like 4 or 5 more that have no equipment yet. Okay, we'll get to, okay, so Bunker has none, Military Academy, Research Factory, Embassy, Market. So that's 5. So 5 of them, so that's 10 pieces of equipment. So that's 10 level 8s in the cake that I'll have to do. Hopefully they don't do them all back to back, because just doing the Solace Wishing Pool in a month, that's $1,000. 5 packs twice, that's $1,000. And buying the Rally monthly card and the Glory monthly card, and I buy the jackpot. I can't show it. Jackpot ended today, but I buy the jackpot. Escalating. 0 to 50 level unlocking stuff. That's pretty good. And I do the shopping spree sometimes. So anyways, that gets steep, right? You're over a couple grand if they have 2 of those, which they just did. If you have 2 of those pieces of equipment, close to 2,500. I mean, I guess I'm at least getting a return of 20 to 25%, right? So if it's 2,500, I'm actually spending probably 2K or 2-1, something like that. And now they're going to make all the packs better. They're going to make all the packs better in November, they said. Or at least that's what they put out in their purple feedback from the dev call. They're going to increase the value of all packs, which for me, it kind of sucks. I mean, the first 6 months I played this game, I did every cake. And now the main event pack it's already much better. Look, it's 82,000% value. It's hard to beat that, but they're going to beat it. What do you guys think it's going to go up to in November what do you think the next increase is going to go up to? Is it going to say 85,000? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, it just screams, what's the word? Like, toxic advertise. Like, the level of advertising is like so just like ridiculous. Why are you going to give me this huge fucking number? How about we knock 3? How about we knock 3 zeros off there, put a 1 in front of it, and you tell me it's 182% value? Why do you gotta say 82,000% value? 82,000. That means, you know what they're basing it off? So that means it's 820 times something. You know what is 820 times something? And it's ridiculous these packs are even in the game anymore. But in here, you can buy just gems. You can spend $1,000. All this is going to give you is 20,000 gems. Look at that. It's asking me. And this is going to try to bring up Aptoid because I did cancel. All this is going to give you is 20,000 gems, for 99. That's what it's based off. That's what it's based off. That package is 82,000% value as compared to this. I think there's some other really stupidly old packs in here too, like this package. Let's see what's in this package. Look at this. Like, this is the stuff. These are the packs that people were buying, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago or something. 7 years ago. Like, this stuff's still in here. Like, who would ever, how can you say it's a special offer? Like, they need to delete this entire section. Actually, you know what? They need to delete everything but pink gems. Here are the, okay, here are the packs. Here are, I don't know. These don't even make sense to me. But yeah, anyways, so what did we talk about in this video? We talked about Chalons preparation. Hopefully I don't have a heart attack before this Chalons. I'm freaking out. There's red subsidies on the line. We're ranked 32 right now. We got to come in second, or like, there's only one red sub on the server, and the crazy thing about it is there's only one red sub on my server, and the guy who had it, he quit playing and just like zeroed his account, and he gave the subsidy to, so he just gave it away. So we've only ever had one red sub, and it was like this huge spending guy that his main account was on another server, and they played us in an SVS, and he made like some friends or something. So then he started playing on this server, and in like one day he went to K35, and he won the subsidy like that weekend, like his first weekend playing on our server or some shit. And then he just quit the game altogether. But yeah, it would be cool. I mean, if we come in second in round 5, we have a round 6, and then we could get 1 to 3 red subsidies. But that would, us getting more than one red subsidy, it would basically be, you know, it would basically come down to, do I want to spend tens of thousands of days of healing speed ups, which possibly get completely wasted, because I'm going to get the red sub. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get a red sub if we play second. And I don't know how many healing speeds the rest of my team has, or how many points they could get with those healing speeds for them to get, because if we get a total of 3, like, it should be on them to, you know, for them to win their red subsidies, for them to use a lot of healing speed ups. But where we're at right now, like, these two guys potentially, like, I guess we have a strong possibility of winning 2 or 0. We're probably definitely not going to win 3. But these guys are all pretty much neck and neck to be 2, 3, or 4. This nameless person, they're actually a T1 trap, T1 wall. They're only 1.9 billion power. But people just keep attacking him over and over and over again. They see that less than 2 billion power, and they want to see a 0 next to it. That's what they want to see. He does real good. Alright, that's enough for this video. I get people messaging me. They're like, hey man, I really like your videos. Keep it up. I've had a handful, well, I guess a couple of handfuls of them now. I guess my videos, or the way I talk about things, are a little different than other stuff. I'm kind of talking about like my thoughts on the game, like as I'm going through it, my feelings, I guess, because I'm an emotional guy. But where are you guys at? There's a whole bunch of people on Continent 6 never freaking made it to Major League Chalons, never had an opportunity to get any good rewards from rankings of any important battlefields. Like, I mean, we're probably talking about a few hundred people here. Like, it should be a pretty exciting time for a lot of these guys. So I hope some of them watch the video and maybe they can relate to some of the stuff I've been saying. But, you know, as the leader of the alliance and the guy that's going to score the most points, like, a lot of it relies on me. I've been sending out pages of emails this whole week about what exactly our strategy is going to do, what what we're going to do, how to decide to heal or not. Like, this is the first time I've ever told my team that healing speeds are going to make a difference. Never told them to use healing speeds for any battlefields ever. And this one is going to make a difference. So no one healed at all in round 1 through round 4 on my team. In round 5 though, so I sent out a full email, explaining that, when to do that, what to change out, your monarch gear, civ treasure before you do it. Talk about battlefields, hospitals a little bit, etc., etc. So there's a lot on the line and a lot to think about when you go to heal some troops, and using thousands of days of speed ups might not have mattered at all of where you're going to end up at the end of the battlefields, or maybe it will matter. All that comes with experience, and my guys have like little to no experience with any of this stuff. I only have a little bit, being in 2 rounds of All Stars Major League, the preliminaries and the semifinals. But Nader was on the other team in both rounds. 200 billion power. Just zeroing everybody on my team, including myself, one after another in one single rally. It's fucking ridiculous. Well, that's not going to happen anymore, at least as the continents are how they are. All right, that's enough. I'll end it there. Thanks, guys.